Hello, everybody. Today, we're going to talk about a special cryptocurrency project and why it's so wonderful.
Right. Yes, we're going to be talking about Commonwealth and why we are very bullish about it and why we think it's an excellent cryptocurrency project that is coming to this space. So, sweet husband, you were saying in our last discussion some very insightful things about Commonwealth, and I would love to hear those again for our audiences as well.
Okay, first and foremost, in the crypto space, a lot of us have joined the crypto space and have had our share of good experiences and bad experiences. And I remember the first time I heard about cryptocurrencies for real, because I'd heard about it before. I'd seen it on CNN when someone bought the now famous couple of pizzas for I think 10,000 bitcoins. So
Yes,
I saw that
10,000.
news I saw that news on CNN, and then some years later, I heard it was a thing. Bitcoin was now $600 per Bitcoin, and we did what we did in the crypto space. There have been a lot of scams, and we've made some gains. We've learned a lot, and over the last two bull cycles, we have come to see that we've come to become experienced, and we understand what can potentially lead to loss of profits. And we're ready to make profits from the bull run, and we have even made some. So that's the reason why when actually my wife spotted CommonWealth, she thought it was great and exciting, and she was actually nagging me and saying, "Hey, Daffy, take a look at this. What's this about? Can you answer the questions about this and that?" And one day I said, okay, tell me why you think this is fantastic. And when
Mm-hmm.
she explained things to me, I was just like, yes, yes, this is
Mm-hmm.
good. This is good. And as time has progressed, we have been proven to be right. The team has surprised me over and over again. So I'd like you to tell me some of the things you told me at the beginning when you wanted to be sure if we should go with CommonWealth.
Sure, dear. So, in the beginning, I heard about it through Mr. College Hasse's YouTube channel. He was talking about a project that's going to give retail the exact same privileges that are afforded to the rich. And that was something that I was always like looking for in the crypto space. I've learned about the private sales and the seed round sales and the early access deals that these VCs and institutions get with these newly launched projects. I've always heard about it. And then I've also seen the token sale records of a number of projects, Solana in particular, where it actually shows the record of the dates at when these private sales took place and all the institutions and VCs that were involved, according to what was presented on CryptoRank.io. So when I saw that Solana's private sale was 4 cent, and at the time when I was learning all these things, Solana was like around $250 per token. I was just blown away, like wondering like where was I when this 4 cent sale took place? And how can I not miss this ever again with other projects that are groundbreaking innovations coming to this space? So that was something that's just stayed with me. And so because that stayed with me throughout my crypto journey, and as we were entering the bear market, I was like, this is the time to now research how to get involved in this, even how to scoop up some projects that have now returned almost like many of them have returned to their close, or some of them have returned exactly to their seed round stage. Of course, not Solana, but a lot of other lower cap projects have because they kind of launched as the bull run was ending. So they had some struggles keeping up, in that type of situation and in those type of market conditions. So the things that really, really piqued my interest when I learned about Commonwealth was that it was going to give that type of opportunity I was, desperately looking for to retail. And I was like, great, finally. So I plugged into the Telegram, began to follow. They were building in stealth. So there was no product, there was no NFTs like they said that there would be. There was none then. So everything was just the idea at that moment. So I just said, let me just plug in because I really like this. I really need this. So let me just stay following. And when things when milestones are hit, I'll get the updates and then bring that to my husband. So I told my husband that this is what I
So
learned.
hold on, Serena, please. So what did you see at that point that made you feel you should stay connected even
Okay.
when almost no
Yeah.
milestone had been achieved? What did you see at the time that made you say, "Hey, I think this is something beautiful"?
Right, right, right. It was knowing that Mr. Kyle had the kind of insider scoop on what they were building. So he said he was
Hold on,
not
please, if
able
you
to
don't
go.
mind. Hold on, please, if you don't mind. Who is Mr. Kyle?
Kyle Chasse is the CEO and founder of Paid Network. I'm also investor in Paid Network. Paid Network is an ignition launchpad that also launches new crypto projects and invests in them. So that is Mr. Kyle Chasse. I've been following his YouTube channel for a number of years now, and I'm very pleased with the content and learning I've gotten from that. So shout out to him.
Uh, I,
Thank you.
yes, I remember you told me that he's also
He's
he's a venture
also a
capitalist.
co-founder. Yeah, and a
Okay.
co-founder with CommonWealth as well.
Okay.
So knowing
So
that
his previous, hold on if you don't mind, has he been involved in venture capitalism prior to
absolutely,
this point?
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And thanks for bringing that up. Since I've had that knowledge that he was, that gave me more trust in what he was saying because I know how VCs they have that privilege of getting the early knowledge of these things because these companies, these projects are going to VCs first, primarily for a bulk of their startup funding. So that's why it was very interesting to hear him talk about it as a VC because I was thinking, okay, maybe Commonwealth has come to him for funding. And so that's why he has a lot of the insider knowledge and is able to tell what he knows about the project, but he can only tell so much because they were still building in stealth. So at the time, what he was able to reveal then was that there will be NFTs that are going to have actual real utility and they're going to basically be ownership into the protocol and the holders will get lifetime profit shares of all the income that is being funneled into the protocol through the fees and transactions and all of the nature of money that's going in the protocol. The holders of those NFTs, which represent being owners of the protocol, will be attributed with lifetime profit share. So that really just got me going. And then he also stated how the NFT holders are getting guaranteed allocations of the utility token, which is wealth. So I was like, wow, this is very interesting. So it's like a 2-for-1 type deal. Get the NFT, well, actually, a 3-for-1. Get the NFT, you get wealth tokens, you get profit share, and then you get a valuable asset, which is the NFT itself as well. So I was sold even before the NFT was even mintable, even before that product was, brought about. And they're still building the app even now. And I'm still sold, still very bullish on the project. Still, still trying to get my husband, because my husband owns all the NFTs, to get more of the NFTs, day by day. Just want to make that known for the record. My husband is the owner of all NFT holdings. Praise God. So, any other questions, dear?
Okay. So you talked about the tokens, right? So in other
Yes.
words, my understanding here is that with the NFTs, you get the tokens on day one. In fact, you get allocated tokens before they are launched. And because you hold the NFTs every day, more tokens are allocated to you. And
Every month, rather.
every
It's
month.
going to be through monthly vesting, yeah. Every
So that was
month,
very
tokens.
beautiful. That
Yes.
was very beautiful.
Tokens are,
That was very beautiful. That was very beautiful. I like that myself. I like the fact that we could get these tokens at the early stage. And when I saw what the team was doing, how organized they were, and the dynamics of how they were choosing to carry along, I knew that um, the wealth token, just on the face of it, should appreciate in value over time. And
considerably,
you
yeah.
know, as time has passed and they have carried on, they have performed beyond expectation when it comes to what I consider important. When it comes to
Exactly.
building a business,
Right.
they have not told the path of noisiness and empty hype.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say this: I used to tell
Mm-hmm.
my wife this. I used to tell her that during the dot-com bubble, there were lots of companies that were there and they disappeared. Some stayed through the dot-com bubble, some evolved after the bubble. But you see, the ones that stayed through and evolved after the bubble and lasted, they weren't necessarily high-pitched and noisy. They were just, they were stuck on boring but fundamentals, so to speak, or I would say important fundamentals. And I see CommonWealth doing that, not being distracted,
Mm-hmm.
just sticking to important fundamentals. And that's why I
Exactly.
know that it's a house that's not built in sand. It's built
Mm-hmm.
on on value, creating value one step at a
Mm-hmm.
time. Even in terms of the knowledge base they are building, these things count for so much in a knowledge economy. And the knowledge economy that the internet is to some extent, to a very large extent. So these things, as time goes on, we'll talk about them. So Sarina, we have actually made gains with our NFTs. We've actually acquired a lot of
Oh,
wealth tokens.
you
Those
have,
wealth
dear.
tokens, but what is yours is mine. What is mine is yours. So that's why I said we have. Yes.
Amen. Amen.
Yes. So these tokens, the way things are designed, they're going to have a lot of buy pressure.
Mm-hmm.
At least the sell pressure is not going to be there much. The people are not going to want
Mm-hmm.
to really sell it that much.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
the NFTs are also going to
Ooh,
appreciate. So they're going to be very valuable.
right.
And as a matter of fact, right now, the NFTs currently they have appreciated in value. We didn't get them at
Mm-hmm.
rock bottom because we didn't get them at mint, but we got them at good prices and our
Mm-hmm.
portfolio has grown. So in the
Oh, yeah.
coming video, maybe in the next video, we'll talk about uh, how our NFTs have appreciated in value at this early stage because folks have
Mm-hmm.
seen what's going on. And we're
Mm-hmm.
excited to think about what the values of these NFTs will be, in the next 2 years, in the next three
Right.
years. In fact,
Uh,
when cryptocurrencies become mainstream, in fact, when the speculative stage of cryptocurrencies starts to ebb away, and then people start looking at value, because right now, a lot of what's happening in the market is just speculation. That phase is going
Mm-hmm.
to pass away, and value
Exactly.
will start establishing itself. So we're excited about what this energy.
Very excited. Very excited.
Yes,
So,
we're
yes,
excited about the value
looking.
it's going to it's going to carry at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So in the next video, Serena, we have to show them or tell them where the price was of our NFTs when we bought them, where they are now as they continue to rise. And
Right.
we'll
Okay.
share more about the dynamics of how CommonWealth works.
All right, dear. Sounds great. Well, thank you all so much for listening. Hope you got value from this session, and we're off. Bye-bye.